I'm not sure if Trump's policies changed the US yet, but he already made Canada great again. Trump's America First slogan may sound like a call for national strength, but let's be real, it's not just about putting the US first. His strategy is about ensuring America dominates while other nations become subordinates and dependents. This isn't just about economic growth anymore. It's about national dignity. The Trump administration repeatedly stated their goal: push Canada toward becoming the 51st U.S. state through economic pressure. With brutal tariffs on steel, aluminum, and softwood lumber, Washington wasn't just protecting American industries, it was actively trying to destabilize Canada's economy and force it into deeper reliance on the U.S. market. Sound familiar? It's the same market shark strategy used in hostile takeovers, where big investors deliberately cripple a company's value to buy it for pennies on the dollar. The strategy is simple: weaken Canada's economy so much that it can't stand on its own, leaving it no option but to submit to U.S. control. But Canada wasn't about to let that happen. Faced with Trump's aggressive stance, Trudeau wasted no time, finding new ways to protect Canada. While still part of NATO, Canada started looking beyond its traditional allies, exploring new defense pacts to ensure its security. Talks about joining an expanded AUKUS alliance with the UK and Australia are in motion, giving Canada access to advanced military tech. At the same time, Trudeau has been strengthening ties in the Indo-Pacific, finalizing a defense agreement with the Philippines for joint military exercises. Back home, Canada is ramping up defense spending and reinforcing Arctic military operations to protect its sovereignty. The message is clear: if the U.S. won't stand by Canada, Canada will stand on its own, stronger, smarter, and ready for whatever comes next. Still here? That means you're liking it. A quick subscribe helps me keep bringing you more of this. In 2025, Trump's tariffs were meant to make America stronger, but they did the exact opposite. By slapping aggressive trade restrictions on key global partners, the U.S. lost its reputation as a stable, trustworthy country to do business with. Major economies like China, India, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey started moving away from the U.S. dollar, signing new trade deals with each other instead of America. Meanwhile, Cuba, struggling with economic instability, allowed businesses to accept U.S. cash again, but not because they trusted the American economy, just out of necessity. And while the U.S. was pushing partners away, Canada was stepping up. With its strong democratic values, economic stability, and global reputation for fairness, Canada became the go-to alternative for countries looking for reliable trade partners. Enter CANSUK, an emerging economic alliance between Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. This shift is helping Canada reduce its reliance on the US and build stronger partnerships with other global powers. And let's talk Japan. Japan, which relies heavily on LNG imports, signed long-term contracts with Canadian companies to secure stable gas supplies. With projects like LNG Canada in British Columbia, Canada is now a key supplier of natural gas to Japan, boosting its economy while positioning itself as a serious energy competitor. From energy exports to Japan to new agriculture deals with Europe, Canada quietly became the safe bet for international business, all while the US was burning bridges. The result? A Canada that's more independent, globally connected, and resilient than ever. But here's the thing about bad business moves. Greedy people think short-term. Sure, Trump's America might have grabbed a few extra dollars here and there, but in doing so, it lost the big players, the serious long-term partners, the big fish. And if you need a perfect metaphor for this, just look at Melania. She was caught in an emotional moment with Trudeau, smiling warmly, making eye contact, completely engaged. And then there's Trump, trying to get close to her, but she's stiff, distant, keeping her boundaries. She doesn't trust him. Just like the countries that once trusted America, now looking elsewhere for something real. And if you think this is just about business, you won't believe what happened next.
Have a bet with Trudeau about this USA-Canada hockey game tonight.
I know he talked to the USA hockey team this morning. They're going to put out a video of that call. So he looks forward to watching the game tonight, and we look forward to the United States beating our soon-to-be 51st state, Canada.
In early 2025, political tensions between the US and Canada exploded onto the ice, turning a simple hockey rivalry into a full-blown national movement. It all started when President Trump posted on Truth Social, "I'll be calling our great American hockey team this morning to spur them on towards victory tonight against Canada, which with far lower taxes and much stronger security will someday, maybe soon, become our cherished and very important 51st state." The response? Furious Canadian fans took their frustration straight to the arenas, booing the U.S. national anthem at major sporting events like the May Four Nations Face-Off. Even Grammy-nominated singer Chantal Kreviazuk joined the protest, altering the lyrics of "O Canada" during a live performance as a direct rebuke to Trump's annexation comments. Following Canada's victory over the USA, Prime Minister Trudeau stated, "You can't take our country, and you can't take our game." But the backlash didn't stop at hockey rinks. Across the country, Canadians launched a Buy Canadian movement, vowing to boycott American products and support local businesses instead. Suddenly, stores were filled with signs urging shoppers to buy Canadian, stay Canadian, and hashtags like Support Canada started trending. Ironically, while Trudeau's government was struggling with plummeting approval ratings, Trump's aggressive stance united Canadians like never before. His attacks on Canada's economy rallied the public behind their own leadership. What started as a trade war became a fight for Canada's identity, pride, and independence. All right, now it's your turn. What do you think? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. And hey, if you like this, hit subscribe. It's free and it helps more than you know. See you in the next one.